rounds of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Jaguars and the Chiefs coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. Runs over it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They run. Robinson. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
Well, that was pretty obvious. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he's got this down to the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Lawrence will throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Now Lawrence on first down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. That catch good for only a couple.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence. That caught by Manhertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's taken down inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Lawrence to Chenault on the slant. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive,
and this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, it's Robinson, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin the drive with Robinson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah, this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. Oh, some strong running. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And down to the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And there's Manhertz, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Running right through him. And down to the 36-yard line here. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Lambeau on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they will take a knee here. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.